And we're live. Hello, everybody. Yes, and so today is a wonderful, beautiful day, Wednesday. We're glad to be here with you, and I'm here with Gertrude Hsu, and I'm pleased to have you with me. Thank you for being here today.
Thank
Yeah,
you for inviting me.
of course, of course. I was telling Gertrude when we first got here how beautiful her background is and how much we love the colors and stuff. So it's just gorgeous. And I think sometimes we are drawn to something. We don't know why we are when we're first drawn to it. And then as time goes on, it becomes more and more part of what we do and who we are. So that's a bright and happy one. I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gertrude does channel Rahasha, and she's working on that right now. Hi, Hypnicity, and hi, Anna. It's nice to see you.
Mom of
Um,
two dogs.
yes,
Mom
mom
of
of two dogs. Yay! I got four dogs. I got four dogs.
I have two.
You have two as well. Yeah. I went out this morning to go to school to teach because I teach in the morning. And I told my dogs I haven't gone because I had COVID, so they didn't think any. And I'm explaining to them because I'm so silly. I talk to my dogs like they're people, and I and I said, "Guys, I got to go to work, like Daddy does, and I'll be back." And
They
do you
do. They
do
do
you do that
understand.
with your dog? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, you want more, but hubby says no right now. I get it. I get it. Hi, Anita Garola. Hi,
Yeah.
Greek Geek Hillbilly. Keith, nice to see you. Yeah, thanks for being here with us. Ah, no worries. No worries. I answered to everything except late for dinner. If you call me late for dinner, I'm worried because I'm really hungry. So, hi, Lady Silver. Thanks for dropping by to say hello. So, Gertrude and I were just talking behind the scenes about some of the things that she's been doing and some of the revelations that she's gotten. And so, I wanted to tell you a little bit about some of the um, new entities, I guess, spirits that are talking to you and how that
Oh,
all worked out. Yeah.
yes. So, as I mentioned before, at the moment, once a month, I have a session with Rahasha, channeled by Diane's Tarot. So
Right.
the last time, oh yeah, what happened was meditation. I found myself channeling Rahasha,
Uh huh.
and then all of a sudden, I started channeling in a low voice, and the voice became lower and lower, and till I don't even recognize my voice. When I saw Rahasha again, I asked
Uh-huh.
him, was it him? He says no. Beginning it was him, and then an entity called an aspect of Jesus called Emmanuel came.
Emmanuel. Yeah.
So I was uh,
Wow.
channeling Emmanuel.
That's really awesome.
Yeah,
Was the voice different in your head or than Rahasha? You could tell the difference between
yeah.
one and the, you could. Uh huh.
Rahasha is pretty much my normal voice, but when it's Emmanuel, I find myself going into this slow,
Oh, okay.
dragging, low
Yep.
kind of voice,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I can recognize it. So when the pressure presses down, that is
Uh huh.
usually Emmanuel. When the same pressure
Oh,
is around here and move out, that is Rahasha.
I get it. So you
And then,
can tell the difference. Yeah,
yeah,
you can tell. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's
Wow.
interesting because when I left the monastery, my head has never been free of pressure. And
Oh,
I thought it's physical for a while,
uh
but
huh.
I'm using the same energy right now to tell, like Archangel, the
Okay.
uh, so I use the same energy in my head to define, what
Yeah.
entity come.
Yeah. And now we know that you work, we've talked about this before, that you work with hospice patients
Yes,
and you're going to start using Emmanuel to help the hospice patients. Is that
yes,
what you,
that was
yeah.
what Rahashas told me. He
Mm-hmm.
said that Emmanuel wants to work with you and he will be helping you with hospice
Oh,
and it will go into YouTube.
that's
That's where
wonderful.
I share. So what happened this morning was I was doing meditation, and same thing, I was working on channeling Rahasha, and
Yeah.
I could feel. So Rahasha told me, when you feel the crown of your head tingling, that is Emmanuel. So I felt that.
Oh, okay.
So I
So
asked,
you can really tell the difference.
yes,
Yeah.
so I
Okay.
asked Emmanuel if he has a message for me. And then I found myself channeling Emmanuel. And what
Mhm.
he told me is, he said, you remember. So what he started with is, sadness is like tolling of, the bell tower. And he said, you remember when your late husband passed away and you went for your walk
Yeah.
and you felt this extreme sadness, and it's like this bell mournfully tolling, and you could
Wow.
feel it in your soul. And
Yeah.
then he said, and you wonder why the world is continuing when such a catastrophe happened to you. And
Sure.
then he continued on saying, and that is happening all the time. People losing their loved ones.
Of course.
And
And they need somebody to help them. Yeah.
it's, it's very
Yeah.
painful because it's so final. And
Sure.
so he said, you should think about moving into mediumship. Start
Right.
doing. So that was, and then I realized that with channeling, they use they use memory. He
Okay.
triggered a memory. He
That's
did
really
hear a
cool.
message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. They say, I know that they've said, people that work with death and dying a lot, that when we lose a loved one, we don't just feel the grief for that loved one. We feel the grief for all the grief we've ever had, all the people we've ever lost. It just comes and sort of piles itself on. Yeah. Yeah. And that is a heavy thing, for people when they're going through it. Like, I know your grief that you had when your husband passed. It's the same thing as you look at the world around you also, and you
Yeah.
say, how can people be happy and laughing? And I just lost somebody. Why? It's a funny thing to think about, but it's almost the way you think. It's
Yeah,
like, how can they be happy if I'm so sad? Yeah.
because the world suddenly becomes gray and you wonder why the sun is shining. I mean,
That's correct. Yes.
that kind of
Yes.
perspective.
Yeah. How
I
can
just
people be happy? How can the sun shine? My loved one is not here. Yeah. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
remember that, that feeling, you
Uh-huh.
know,
Uh-huh.
and so that
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Starlight wonders if you felt that before. Did you feel it before Emmanuel came through? Have you ever felt that feeling before in your head? The tingling, I
Oh,
guess?
all kinds, different kinds. But Emmanuel,
Okay.
it was, well, I was at hospice
Right.
volunteering, and I could feel this strong pressure pushing down.
Sure.
So
Okay.
I thought I was experiencing the spirit of the
Of the
patient
loved one. Yeah.
or the
Mm-hmm.
patient, because like Rahasha told me, when they are actively dying, and I learned that from my mother, they don't stay in the body, their spirit
Right.
go in and out.
They do. You're
Yeah.
right.
And so I
Yes.
thought I was experiencing. And then
Mhm.
from Rahasha, I realized this strong energy is at
Right.
Emmanuel.
Yeah. But they use memory to explain things to you. And
Yes,
it's your memories that they
yes.
use. Is that? Yeah. Yeah.
I found that fascinating this
It's
morning.
powerful. It's powerful. Yeah.
I,
It
I
really
think
is.
it's easier for them because they just pick a memory I have, and then like this
Yeah.
morning, and it was
Yeah.
so vivid. I could experience it all over again, like I
Mm-hmm.
was there again, and
Yeah.
then the message came through.
Right. Right. Wow. So I'm wondering how many more will come through eventually. I think they started you out with Raja. Now you're picked up Emmanuel. You may end up with other guides and spirits for other things at some point, I would guess.
Well, he told me that in a year's time I will be channeling Arthurian, Pleiadian, archangels, and I'll be doing mediumship.
Okay.
At
Okay.
my hospice work, I am already able to feel. I don't see,
Are
but I
you?
feel.
Yep.
Like when
Yep.
I'm with a person very close to passing, all
Yep.
of a sudden, I could feel the room. Sometimes I
Sure.
feel presence behind me, or
Right. All the people that are coming to take that spirit home. Yeah.
and the room becomes very full.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I have to tell you that the first time that I was trying to access my spirit guides, I don't think that I told you guys. Hi, Crone Zone. It's good to see you too. Yeah, it's good to see everybody. Thank you all for being here. The first time that I was asking my guides to sort of come and talk to me or be with me or whatever, I was meditating and I got up to go to the bathroom about 3 a.m. and I'm sitting on the toilet going to the bathroom and the whole room is full of my guides. And I'm like,
Oh my
could we pick a better time and place for this, please? You know, but they were like, oh, it's no big deal. We see you all the time. It's not a problem. But it was really, I didn't see them. I felt them though. I felt like the whole bathroom. And I have a very big bathroom. They were all crammed in there. It was quite funny, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
I have friends that one time I was at hospice volunteering and in the laundry room, all of a sudden I could feel like 3 or 4 presences.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to wonder how many souls. It's possible that some souls don't move on and they could be right in there in the hospice, couldn't they? Yeah.
Something like that happened recently. The nurse called me. The patient just passed. The wife is with him, and you could go in and offer her cookie. So I knocked on the door and I went in, and all of a sudden this energy came rushing at me. I could feel it very strongly.
Yeah.
An urge to touch him. So I told the wife, I don't know why, but I feel this strong urge to touch him. And can I do that? And she said, oh, sure. And then say, he's still around, isn't he? I said, yes. So I went and touched him. His body was still warm under the sheets. You know?
Under the sheet, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So I asked Rahasha, and Rahasha said he didn't. He was still around. In fact, he was
still around. Yeah, some of them don't leave right away anyway, but some of them stay for a longer time. Yeah.
He wanted to stay for his funeral. And so even those on the other side were worried that he might become earthbound, but he finally passed away.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want him to be earthbound. That's a misery for them. That's terrible. Yeah. Hi, Viviani. Nice to see you, dear. When my mom passed, it was very sudden. I don't think she knew she was dead. And I ended up going in and getting a lot of her clothes and to take them down to Goodwill, a place like that. And that night she came to me in a dream and she said, why did you give my clothes away? I was coming back. And I felt so guilty, because it was very close to the time that she passed. And I thought, she doesn't know she's dead.
Yeah.
That's what I really thought. And I felt so bad, though. It makes you feel like you did something wrong, but yeah. Hello, Melinda. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Group hugs. Woo! So, yes, we're having a very interesting conversation about Gertrude's new guide, Emmanuel. I had a friend who was Native American, and he had a guide, Yeshua, Y-E-S, and that's another form of Jesus as well. Yeah. Wonderful. Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you. So Gertrude and I are going to throw some cards today. What cards do you have with you? What ones are you working with?
I have different ones. Well, this one, I started with this one. It was given to me by a Reiki master. I went to her for a reading. She gave me this. And this started me off.
Okay.
Collecting.
Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. Very good. So I have several different, it depends on what the question is and how, I'm going to see, but let's go ahead and start off with Mom of Two Dogs asked, oh, you got those too? Oh, those are beautiful. Yeah.
The job interview, then I will use this one.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah. We'll find out about the job interview. Okay. Mom of Two Dogs. All right. What am I going to choose here? All right. Let's see. There's so many jobs out there that I don't know why people don't get the jobs, because there's a lot of people who are there's not very many people on unemployment, and they're still looking for people. So, I would like to hope that things will start to change a little bit and things will get better for everybody. But job interviews are hard sometimes to figure out whether or not how they felt about you. All right. Whenever you're ready, I'll let you go.
I found seeking and finding.
Ooh. Okay.
The app seeking for a job and finding the job. So it says, like a butterfly flying from flower to flower, you are searching for what's next. This card reassures you that you'll find what you are looking for. Hold the vision of success, experience the excitement of the process, and feel fulfillment as if everything has already been accomplished. Keep calling upon the guidance of God and the angels to lead you in the best direction. Look within yourself to find great love and beauty. Anything you are seeking is seeking you also. Have faith and open your arms to receive. So I do ask Rahasha to help me pick the card. And this card is, for me, this card is saying seeking, seek and find.
Right. Yep.
So
there's another saying that I absolutely love, and it's what you are seeking is also seeking you. And so whatever it is that you want wants you back. So I love that. Okay. I've got those of you who asked some questions. I got you checked off and we'll get to you. So what did I get? The first card I got, Mom, was clock. I got a clock. There is something about timing. I don't know how fast he's going to find out he has the job. It says here when the timing is right. So I get that. I don't know when, but I get a beautiful rose, and a rose is a beautiful card, and it symbolizes expressing affection. I don't know if he had a job interview with a female. I don't even know. Not that there's anything going on, but maybe they get along really well. But a rose is a beautiful thing. If you watch The Bachelor, she gives a rose and he gives a rose to who he wants. So that to me looks good. And here, though, I see slow moving turtle. It might take a while. I don't know. That's funny because I got the clock and the turtle. So I don't know if maybe there'll be a stall on telling him or if there'll be a stall on when he starts. I'm not sure. I hope not. I'm going to pull one more card here. See what this says. Okay. I don't know. Has he just gone through a lot of depression? Did he just go through this and he's kind of sad and because he has to find a new job? I don't know. He might be a little bit busy and distracted, but I really do think that if he just hangs in there, he's going to find the job he wants and needs. Oh, it was a female that interviewed him? Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your question, Mom of Two Dogs. We're both wishing him well, that he gets the job that he wants and that's perfect for him. What I usually say is this or something better now manifests in very acceptable ways for the highest good of all concerned, not just him and you, but everybody. So you're welcome, dear. You're welcome. All right. So then Hypnicity says, hi, Nalani. Keep getting readings. I'm not listening to my guides. Why am I not hearing them? I can't seem to quiet my mind. Doing nothing. If so, is so uncomfortable. It feels like I'm wasting time. Your impatience. It's your impatience that's keeping you back.
I know how that feels. I went through it for over a year.
Did you really? You feel like you're not making any progress. And then one day, all of a sudden, something happens. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, after a long time, and kept telling me that, I'm not letting go, or
Yeah, I do.
I'm working too hard. Yes, that's another one.
Working too hard. Yeah, absolutely. I've told a lot of people that, and it's hard to get out of your own way. because you
Yeah.
have this, what they call monkey mind, which means, you're sitting there and it's quiet, but you got to put the laundry in, and oh, you've got to feed the dog. The dog might have to go out, or, I've got to go pee, or you got all those things going on in your head. It's really hard. Yeah. All right. So what kind of help can we give to hypnicity today? Hi, Linda. I got your question. Patience is not, well, neither is mine, Alani. I never have been very patient. No, it's fine, Melinda. You can do that. Yep. I have no problem with it. All right. I got you, Sylvie. Welcome, Sylvie, by the way. Tracy, I think it went well. Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about the job interview. Good. Thank you for weighing in. By the way, Tracy, I would really like it if you would come on the channel with me or with a couple of us, because I think you're really very good. So let us know. Tracy Ralph is a very good psychic. Yep. All right. Did you want to go? Have you pulled your card yet, Gertrude?
Yeah. So I put that self-love. Well, what it tells me is that it's time to love ourselves. I was I'm still pretty much in the same boat,
Yep.
to believe that we can do it, and, to love ourselves, appreciate ourselves, believe we are able to do it, and we have it in us to do it. Because for a long time, I will be with other members of Diane's Tarot and doing certain exercises, and they would see spirit guides and describe everything. And for me, it was just nothing. It was just very frustrating. And so it says, now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and mature from action you take to support your body, mind, and soul.
Okay. Yeah. That's beautiful, Gertrude. We think we love ourselves, but we're the hardest on ourselves than we are on anybody else.
And the self-doubt, like Rahasha said, is one of the low vibration. And when we have self-doubt, it's enough to,
hold you back.
Yeah, hold us back.
Well, I get the globe here, Nalani. I get world globe, which it could be travel opportunities, but that's really not what you're looking at. But here's the idea: astral travel or traveling to find your place could be also a metaphor there. And it says to wholeness and completion, and it's a circle, and you're going around in the circle. Not sure if you're familiar with the hero's journey, but the hero's journey, they leave to go on an adventure, and they go through all this junk, and they come back, and they're on their way back, and they get the prize, and they're just about home, and then they start another adventure, and they go around. So it's a big circle. Okay. I'm seeing here that you feel powerless and you're being held back, but I believe that it's only you that is holding yourself back. And I know why, because of impatience. But at the same time, when you don't have, I think it helps to talk to people. I think it helps if you would have somebody maybe you could Zoom with, and maybe you could, speak about what's going on. But look, I got a feather. So you are in the midst of ascension. You are on your way to 5D. So you are making progress, even though you don't realize it. I want you to know that, because you already recognize that you have guides, that you have angels, that you have all of these things available to you when you ask for it. And that's part of what you needed to do. So don't be too discouraged, honey. We think you're doing okay. But yeah, relax and breathe. Anyway, yeah. Okay, let's see. We got everyone. Oh, it's so good to see folks here. Anita, I hadn't seen you in a long time, and I hadn't seen Sylvie ever before, so we're glad you're here. Maybe you have been here, but all right. So we have Starlight's next, and she wonders what you see for her with her love life. She wonders if the guy she's with is the one, or are they just better as friends?
Well,
That's an interesting question, Starlight. So I have some cards pulled. I'll go ahead and do mine, and then Gertrude can do hers. So Starlight, the first card I get is that this is a budding relationship. So it's beginning to sprout. It's, in other words, you plant the seed, and then as it comes up, that's where the place that you're at. But there's I don't know if it's you or him that's at war with something. I don't know if it's your emotions. I don't know if it's your work life. I don't know if but it's something that's tugging on you as a, and somebody wants to just bulldoze their way through. I don't know if it's him, that he might want it to be a relationship, but maybe it's only meant to be a friendship. But then I get the farmer, and the farmer is the one that's working with the sprout as it gets bigger. So they're nurturing the vegetables, and they're nurturing the relationship. And then I get the wizard. And so I think this could be, depending upon what his belief system is and so forth. And this could be the world for the two of you. You could be really happy with this relationship. My last card is very interesting. It's the rosary. And, you don't have to be Catholic, but the rosary says spiritual path. I don't know if he's on the same spiritual path or even on a spiritual path with you. And I don't know how you feel about that. So that might be something that stops it up. There's a lot of people that have relationships with people that are not spiritual, and it works for them. For me, it never worked until I met my current husband, because he's on that same path, and we just get along with each other really well. So, all right. What about you, Gertrude?
So I pick a card. It says hobbies. So it sounds like what you say with your first card. And then the second card I pick is change your focus. So, yeah. Some disappointment and sadness are inevitable. How you deal with it determines the quality of your life. It may be that you have recently experienced a loss, perhaps the end of a friendship or a failed romance. Maybe your family isn't providing the support you need, or you regret decision you made. When relationships don't turn out the way you expect, it's natural to feel upset and hurt. However, it's not healthy to remain in that state for too long. So anyway, as every time I do the cards, I ask for Brahasha. And the message for me is from here seems to be, keep the mind up.
Yep.
Change your focus, or be aware, don't be
right.
Yeah.
Be aware of the thoughts you're having and how you feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that yeah. Wow. Well, I don't think it's negative at all. Starlight, but I think that it's something that the guides are saying you should just think about. That maybe there are things that you need to know whether you agree on them or not. That's another thing. A lot of times people don't even talk about that, and they have a great relationship, and then they're together and they find out so and so doesn't believe this, or there's a very big difference in what you thought. So
awareness, or sometimes we see something and then we don't want to see it because we just don't want to see it, and that is
yeah, I know. Yeah,
it's
I
okay.
had that. I've had that. It's awful, but we think we want something and we think it's going to be good for us, but we're not looking at it the whole picture. Yeah.
And if I have a sister who would tell another sister, don't tell her because she's afraid I might tell her not to go on with that.
Mhm. Yep. People don't want to really know sometimes. That's right. So, Anita, welcome. You're starting to make some changes in your life. What do your guides think about it? Well, that's really good. Good for you, Anita. That's good. All right. So after this, we've got Linda Thompson and we got Sylvie, just so you know where we are here. Do it. Whoops, did I just get lost? All right, I'm back. Sorry. All right. Hello, Sweet and Salty. That's a cute one. I love that name. I love sweets with salty things, so I understand. All right. Okay, Anita. The first card I get is a lock, and the lock symbolizes barriers and blockages. You may get some barriers and blockages in your new changes, but I think in any change in life, you can get barriers. So I really believe that, you just have to wait it out. You have to see what happens with that. But look, I don't know, you're going to get married? I don't know. I see a wedding ring here. But it could be some kind of a long-term commitment, and it could be the changes you're making in your life are a lifelong commitment. Might not be marriage in the regular sense of the word. Oh, and it also says meeting a perfect partner. So that's the other one. The last one I get for you is a safe. Okay. What you see is safe. Protect what you have. And so I think that whatever it is that your changes that you're making, you're safe in making them. In other words, it's going to be okay. You may get some blockages, but there's some kind of a commitment coming, and it's a safe commitment. That's what I got.
Interesting. I put the card moving on.
Oh, that's what she's doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are about to embark on a much needed journey to leave the past behind. This card lets you know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it signifies that the time has arrived in which a difficult cycle in your life is coming to an end. In the traditional tarot, this card also implies traveling or going forward, involving crossing water or even moving abroad. Calmer waters are ahead, and with all the lessons you have learned from the past experiences, you are approaching this period having grown, and you are so much stronger for it. The healing process is underway, and now you can set your goals, desires, and objectives to secure a more positive and successful future. Because your
Yes.
mind is more settled and less worried, synchronistic events will bring the right conditions and introduce people into your life for your highest good. I thought that is so up.
Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful reading. Yes.
Yes.
Anita, it looks like your guides are telling you you're on the right path. Don't let anything get in your way. If you find a block, go around it. you know?
And look for
Yeah,
synchronicities. You know,
absolutely.
the best signs of
Uh-huh.
life pathways.
That's right. So I live in the woods, and the deer are my spirit animal, always have been. And yesterday there was one little baby deer out front, and I saw it, and I thought, oh, this is so good. I got a good, I got my spirit guide with me. And today when I came home from work, there were two deer out there, so I got double love from my spirit guides. Oh, sure, Anita. Thank you for your question, dear. All right. So Linda Thompson says that her twin, I think it's her twin brother Ron, because she has it in a different thing here, is getting connections, and he's not even trying. But her brother saw a woman dressed in old-fashioned clothes sitting on the arm of his chair when he woke up from a nap. Did she have a message? That's really cool. Linda, was this, I'm thinking this was when you went back east and spent time with your brother. And then, I have to tell you, Linda, my brother and I were psychic siblings. And whatever he was interested in, I was interested in. We were 13 years apart, though. But it's really cool when you can have a sibling that does that with you. It's really fun. That's great. All right.
That's so interesting. Now, I find it interesting. A few years ago, I probably will freak out, something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that was why it was so hard for me because one day I was in Malaysia visiting my sister and I opened myself to feeling and I suddenly felt the room full of spirits and I closed the door tightly.
You were afraid. Yeah. Fear does that, though. Fear,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that
You have to
probably,
remain open. Nobody's going to hurt you, but we think, oh my God, Yeah. And that sometimes takes a while to get that back after you've been afraid, I think. Oh, he
yes.
told you about it when you went there. It happened again. Oh, I don't know.
Wow.
Anybody in the chat, Kevin's here. If you get the thanks, Kevin.
The
If
healing
you,
medium. Yeah.
yes, Kevin's here. If
Heaven.
I wonder if this woman is like with the house that he lives in, and maybe Kevin can tap into that. I don't know. Her brother Ron saw this woman sitting on a chair.
Yeah,
Wow.
one day I got on a show with Kevin in it, and he started describing someone. It gave me the chills because it was the father of one of the viewers, and he described
Oh,
it in detail. So if
okay.
anybody could, Kevin could.
Yeah. Oh, he's really good. Hi, Ivana. It's nice to see you, dear.
Um,
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, really, Hypnicity? Oh, me too. Well, no, my brother was born in 42, so he would have been 80, but he died when he was 64. But my mother used to tell me that he was my twin brother, even though we were 13 years apart. So, yeah. Yeah. Honestly, that's really cool, Linda. All right. So what I got a crown here. I think this is just my intuition. I'm thinking that this woman lives in this house, or is a spirit that's sort of connected to the house, and she's sort of the authority. She kind of rules the roost there. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think it's her place, and maybe she likes him. That's kind of what I wonder. But we don't want her to become an energy sucking person. We don't want, well, not that she's a person, but she doesn't like negative energy, but I'm not sensing that he's negative energy, of course. And she wants to talk to him. Look there's a phone here, an old fashioned phone, and it says communication. She has a desire to express what she wants to tell him. She just hasn't been able to do it yet. But I think her message is for him personally. So I don't know if anybody can say whether or not what the message was. What do you think, Gertrude?
so I get the card reach out, and what I get is, ask your brother to say a prayer of protection and
Mm-hmm.
then talk to the woman, ask
Mm-hmm.
her what she wants,
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because
That's
that's
good.
why they reach out.
Yep. Yep. So Linda says he's been there for living in that house for 50 years, and this just started. But it might be that he just opened up to it. She may have still been there all along. Tracy says she feels like she means no harm. She feels a connection from the energy from her past. She's curious about him and knows he can see her. Once she knows he can see her, then she's going to start. I believe, well, like you said, she was there before you went there, and then she's just been there this week. So wow, yeah. I just have a feeling she wants to tell him the message. Unfortunately, I don't get the feeling she wants us to reveal what she wants to tell him. But I don't know. Hi, Janice Bass. I got your name up here. Thank you. Deb H., you get that she's attached to the property and mostly just watching. Yes, she's probably been watching for all this time. And it could be also that she lived in the house, she moved somewhere else, she died there, but she loves that house, if you get my drift. So she may not have lived there, or, she may have been alive and come back to that house. So she sparkles in dust when she leaves. Wow. Boy, is that ever cool. That's really cool. Don't worry, Linda. Your brother and you, if you're doing this energy work together, and you can Zoom each other, because I know you can't see each other all the time, you can bring each other's vibration up high enough that you should be able to start seeing things and feeling things. Trust the intuition. Absolutely.
Well, if she can sparkles in dust when she leaves, she has
Yeah.
to be a pretty good spirit.
I know. I don't. Yeah. And none of us think it's bad. Yeah. None of us
Because
think it's.
what happened is at night, if I hold the flashlight a certain way, I can see lights like sparkles of dust,
Yep. Yep.
and it's just beautiful for
It is
me.
beautiful in different colors too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some will be brighter than the others, and some will be, yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Wow. All right. Yep. You don't think she lived there long, but she's looking for her people. I agree with you. Yes, Tracy. Oh, good. I'm glad you feel that way too. I wondered if it was just me. We all feel like sometimes we're making something up, even though we're sensing it, and we have to trust that for whatever reason. So, yeah. So Sylvie wonders, what a beautiful lady you are. How will November and December be for me? Okay. I don't know if you want to know, I guess just generally, not any specific area. So we'll do a general reading, see what comes up. I'm so glad that everybody's here. Thank you all for being here today. So much fun. At 2:00 today, I'm going to be on with, at Pacific time, I'm going to be on with Sybil Harmony, who is a psychic medium and helped heal me when I had COVID. So if you get a chance and you're not busy, come on by and see us. We'll be here on this channel. It's wonderful to have Gertrude here with me today.
Oh, it's wonderful to be here. I also enjoy your energy.
Thank you. All right. All right. Let's see. All right, Sylvie, the first card I got is the moon, and the moon is telling you to listen to your intuition. And, if something doesn't feel right, listen to that gut thinking and, protect yourself. I don't think there's anything scary going on, but you really need to listen to what your intuition is telling you. If your intuition says, don't go down that road, don't go down that road. Okay. The next one I got the wheel, and I love this. Look at this beautiful picture. The wheel is your fate and your destiny. You're at some kind of a turning point coming up for you. I don't know what exactly it is, but changes are coming, and I get that it's a positive change. So just be careful of, be aware of your intuition. And here it says deep thinking, and look at all the flowers coming out of her head. Deep thinking, it says here, thinking twice about a decision. So if you've got something going on and you have to make a decision, think twice about it, spend some time with it, and self-reflect and be logical and analytical, because you've already been intuitive over here. So you've got to balance that out with whatever the logic is that you need to when you're making a decision. Okay? Good luck. Sounds like you're going to have a great time here.
New exercise program for
Oh,
November.
okay. A new exercise program. All right.
You have likely already heard this divinely guided message. It's time to make a change with your exercise program. This may mean you simply start exercising if you have been sedentary. Most likely, though, it's a sign for you to change your fitness regimen so that it suits your current lifestyle.
Okay.
Additional meaning: mental stimulation and study to exercise the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Going
Mm-hmm.
on nature walks or hikes, yoga, using a workbook or attending a class that teaches healing methods and exercises. So I pick a second card from this one. Helpful people.
Okay.
Card indicates it's time to expand your circle of friends. So that is
Good.
another thing, Sylvie, that you could do.
Yep.
November, December. Expand your
November and December. And if you're doing some exercise, I know that there's a couple of people on here that did what I used to do, was join, had a walking club. You know, we just went out for walks together, and we would talk and breathe and at the same time and walk, you know, do some power walking. But you know what? Exercise could, like you said, Gertrude, it can be up here too. Exercise your mind. Exercise your mind and spend some time thinking about what it is you want. Wow. Well, Sylvia, you have to let us know how it goes, girl. All right. Next one is sweet and salty. Do my guides have a message concerning my spiritual gifts? All right. Oh, Lisa, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you know who she is. Okay. All right. Hi, Donna. All right. What do we got? All right. So let's see.
So I got mine already.
Okay, go right ahead then.
It's a simple one. Breathe.
Breathe.
It's interesting because yesterday when I was doing my Tuesday video and I
Mm-hmm.
asked what I should do, and it was
Yep.
breath. I hear
Wow.
Rahat giving me breathe.
Uh-huh.
Breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is
Mm.
the same life-giving
Life
force
force.
that
Yep.
nourishes everything in the universe. And breath is really powerful and important for going inside.
Yep. When I have done breath work, um, to get into my meditations, I breathe way in, breathe way out, and I'm doing a lot of this breathing. I get better meditation myself. I feel like I've put myself in a state where I'm feeling comfortable and I'm able to access what I need to do. So I agree with you. Breath is important. So sweet and salty, I get here that you've had some kind of achievement. I don't know what it is, but it looks like you're heading toward the finish line and you're going to get a reward for that, whatever it is that you're working on. is the right thing for you to work on. And I get mindfulness, and there's your breathing again, peaceful presence, quiet mind. That can work in tandem with the breath work, okay? But they also want to tell you you have to balance. Don't forget to balance. Center your energy and also take care of yourself. Not only eat right, go to bed on time and work with your spiritual gifts as well, and keep that balance. The balance is something that all of us need. We all need it, definitely.
She practiced breathing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, Linda Thompson, are you? That's a riot. I used to teach at Salem State University, right there in Salem. Yeah, that's really cool. All right. All right, sweet and salty. Thank you, dear. Lise Niedermeyer, if you can, am I to meet the one sometime soon?
Yeah.
First thing that came to my mind when I read that question is you are the one. So if you're meeting yourself, you can say that you met the one. And I know you don't mean it that way. I know you mean a partner. But remember, you have to love you. You are the one first, and then that love can be extended to others. Just a reminder. I think you know that. I do. Let's see what we got. No, I want these. All right. Wow. I don't know if I got a real answer, though. Let's see.
I think I got the answer.
Okay, good. You tell us.
Embrace.
Embrace.
Yeah.
Okay.
When it
Wow.
comes to love, the universe is smiling upon you at this time. Energies are moving and shifting, coming together to give you exactly what you need and want. Your efforts to clarify your heart desires, to be present in current relationship, and to actively manifest new relationships are now bearing fruit. In this moment, you are in a position to achieve all that you have dreamed of regarding matters of the heart. Your dreams are ready to manifest. Yes, yes,
Wow.
love that.
Oh, I like that. Oh, Lise. Woohoo. So the first card I pulled was a yes, no card. And the first card I got was, In other words, I don't know. Let's see. Then I get totally. And that's what Gertrude got. First thing I got was throw the dice. It's time for you to take some risks. Whatever risk that is, get out of your comfort zone. Do something different. You might find somebody that way. I'll tell you this. My son moved here. He was here for about 4 months. It was during COVID. And he went on to one of those dating sites. And he did the free 1 day or 2 day dating thing and said, if I don't find anybody, then it's not meant to be. Well, his girlfriend, who is now his girlfriend, did the same thing. They usually don't do the dating sites, and they met each other. And that was 1 day, just 1 day. So try risk, because you are very magnetic right now. You have a lot of seduction and charm. And it says that you are going to attract somebody. Love this, because you're sick of being home alone and bored. They want you to laugh, I guess. Wow. Well, you'll have to tell us, Lise. I don't know when the time is, and you don't have a time specified, which is fine, because we wouldn't be able to tell you. But I'd be on the lookout. Wouldn't you, Gertrude? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, Tana. Yeah, we can do yours. We're very close to the end, but that will be the last one, Tana. So we're going to do Janice first, and then do Tana. I love this, Janice. This is great. Yes, that's beautiful. Do your guides have any suggestions to allow financial abundance, increased flow? That's a great question. I wish we could just make it happen. Floodgates open. Oh, I like this reading. Okay. The first card I got, Janice, was heels. And it's a shoe, obviously a shoe, but it has a big high heel on it. And it says here attraction. Okay. So that's your question. You need to attract that abundance. So, and how do you do it? It says that you have to be in the flow and fluid and have no resistance to where it comes from. You don't ask the question how, you don't ask the question why. You only state that you've got your financial abundance is already here and you've already got it. And look, I get the sun. I mean, this is a great reading here. It says here happiness and success and clarity. I think it's going to come to you, but you have to change. You might have some patterns, some thought patterns, or some affirmations that are not exactly worded the right way. So make sure that you maybe pick up one of Abraham Hicks' books or watch some of Esther's videos. She tells you how to do that. So I would suggest that to you. Thank you.
So Janice, the first card I get is seeking and finding. Yeah, like a butterfly flying from flower to flower, you're searching for white snakes. This card reassures you that you will find what you are looking for. Hold the vision of success, experience the excitement of the process, and feel fulfillment as if everything has already been accomplished. So that is what they say about manifesting. You
Yeah,
don't you don't simply manifest. You manifest believing with emotion, believing it has already happened.
correct. Yep, absolutely. They say that one of the things I like the most is that birds don't have any idea how they're going to find their food in the winter, but they do find their food in the winter because they believe they'll find their food in the winter. And I mean, that's a metaphor for that. But yeah, it is getting into the flow and just allowing it to happen, which is really hard to do sometimes.
Yeah. So I
So,
pick a second one, big happy changes. Big
great.
positive changes are coming into your life. You may find yourself on a new career path, entering a new relationship, or moving to a new home or city. Embrace these exciting events, knowing that your angels will be beside you all the way.
Oh, yeah.
That could be a pathway. Open, open yourself to any
Any
changes,
help you can get. Yep.
situation.
Yep. Wow. Call on your angels, call on your guides. I know you wanted this message from them. They said, we're right here with you, Janice. We're here. We're here to help. Thank you so much. Thank you, dear. All right. Thank you, everybody here. We're going to do Tana, and then we're going to go along. But she's wants to know what her guides have to say about her spiritual progress. So there we go.
So I have just an interesting story to share.
Okay.
So the last time I went for a hairdresser, she taught me how to cut layer hair, but long. She said, bring everything up front and you cut it. So I did it. And I messed up this part completely. So yesterday I told the spirit, I told my spirit guide, he helps me with ordinary things. I
Sure.
said, of course, you couldn't do anything to fix my hair. And then just before I came, this miracle happened. It doesn't look too bad.
It looks fine. It
I
looks
know,
beautiful.
I don't know how, but he fixed it.
He fixed it for you.
I
Woo-hoo.
know. I
I
mean,
got to try that now, Gertrude. You know that. I'm going to see if they can also help me grade papers because I have to grade too many
yeah.
papers.
Oh, ask
Oh,
Archangel Real.
that's awesome. I love that. Oh, my goodness. All right. I'm gonna pull one of these. Okay. So Tana, the first one I got is you have been offered a second chance, which you know, and you're rising like a phoenix from the ashes. That's very clear. They're saying, we know how hard you're working. We know how far down you were and how much higher up your vibration is at this point. Don't, don't, what was lost is being restored. Don't stay down there. Stay in a higher vibration, especially with your self-image. It says here, you've already improved your self-image, and don't focus on the ways. It says here, focus on the way you can change. So if there's something about your self-image that you're uncomfortable with, focus on fixing that. Like Gertrude's hair. That was pretty cool. It says, and the reason I see here that you have coldness and an absence of love in your life, and that's something that's very important to you, that you would like to have a partner or at least some friends around you. And so they want you to release the attachment to it, because by releasing the attachment to it, then you can allow it to flow. That's what you have to do. When you're holding on too tightly, I don't know if the only explanation I give usually to my students about attachment is that if you were pregnant with a baby and you're ready to give birth, you can't be all tense and holding on to all the pain. You have to let it go. You have to breathe. You have to try to let that baby move. So release the attachment to it. Release anything that you feel like you are attached to. And don't be desperate. It's on its way. But, you already proved you can do what you're doing by yourself. And when that's really understood and felt, then after that, you can bring in what's good for you. Okay?
So I get these new beginnings. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction.
Yeah.
So courage and faith,
Courage.
courage and
Yep.
faith, and that's what your guides is telling you, and it will
Mm-hmm.
move you forward.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think that you're on the right path, Donna. Don't give up. Just let it go, and know that you will find what you need. And what you need is also looking for you. That's very, very important. Wow. Well, I had a wonderful time, Gertrude. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And thank you all in the chat. You've been wonderful. It was nice to see some new folks here. And I appreciate your time too, Gertrude. We had a great day. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
Say bye-bye. If you get a chance, please go over and check out Gertrude Hsu's channel. And it's in the chat down below, and sign up and be her friend, her subscriber. All
Thank you.
right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.